all of my fellow stars and friends. No, I'll do it again. Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Bullet Motorsports. Right next to me, we have a pretty unique one. This is a 94 Cobra with 168,000 miles on the clock. And when you look at it, obviously you're seeing it through the camera right now, you would never know that it has this mileage. Brand new tires, 5-speed transmission, which is typical. They made 5,008 of these, total production for 94, and then it ran into the 95 lineup as well. Today we're gonna go into full details on this ride, take it for a test drive, and let you decide if you wanna put this in your garage. This is the perfect driver quality muscle car from the 90s. Overall condition, I would rate this one a 7 out of 10. Shows extremely well. There's minor surface rust on the bottom, so if you click on the link below, you're gonna see some photos of that in the gallery. Wheels and tires are in great shape. It looks like the wheels have definitely been refinished and they look beautiful. Center caps are nice, they're not falling off, which these are prone to cracking and falling apart. Cobra emblems are very nice. Radio works as it should, and all the body lines are very even. Front fascia is very clean. You do have a bumper license plate mount with a little bit of cracking up here. Remember, this has 160,000+ miles on it, but the reason I bought it is when I see a car like this that has maintenance performed and looks really nice and turns on and runs well, I think this is a great entry-level classic car, and we need to have, not only do we have a 4,000 mile one, but we need to have the polar opposite, which would be a higher mileage driver quality piece. Cold air, the list goes on, upgraded rotors, lights could be replaced, and you really could change the front fascia up. So these are the original plastics and they have a little bit of yellowing. Side markers are in good condition. When I look at the driver's side, which I should spin the car for you so you can see it, let me do that real quick. And I like to do this with the camera on so you can see how it moves at slow paces, so you can hear if there's any creaks, etc. It's gonna start up easily. You can hear the chime. The e-brake is holding. Starts up, there's no lights on the dash, charging system's working, and it sounds good. That's first gear. Surprisingly, the power steering pump is not whining, so 94 and 95 would be the last year for the 5-liter power plant, and then they went to the 4.6 32 valve, and then they converted that later on to the 32 valve with a blower. 163,000 miles on the clock. I just turned the air on, the air is blowing cold. It's really nice inside, so I'll show you that later on. I do have one set of keys with this one. So you have a key for your door lock and then for your ignition. This is the first year of the new body style. Very clean. All of your body panels on the side show very well. Once again, gaps are even. Small little imperfections here, small rock chips throughout because of the mileage, but it shows very well. Glass is even throughout. You have defrost back here. Your wing is in very good shape. Tires, 99% tread because they are just replaced, and we have photos of all of the data for the tires in the gallery below, along with underside shots and a full listing for the layout of this vehicle. Let's come to the back so I can show you the rear, and then we'll go to the passenger side and take it for a spin after I show you the interior and the engine bay. We're at the rear of the Cobra right now. Rear bumper is very nice. I do see some paint work here, so this car has paint work, I would say throughout, but it's very even and it looks good. There's no different tones of white. The only reason I'm saying that is because the taillights themselves around the bezels, I see a small little bit of overspray on this light, which will come right off with my finger, just things that I point out. The reason we point out all these little things is because we sell a lot of these cars sight unseen and through the internet. We've sold close to 3,000 classic cars or niche market or 80s, 90s babies like this, and we want to make sure that we have that 100% feedback. So if you look at our reviews, you're going to see that we tell it how it is, and hopefully you could be the next person to leave a review for a car like this. Opening up the trunk right now. Trunk opens up nicely. Carpet is very clean. All around here it's nice and solid. They have insulation in place. Shocks still operate. Tail lights are very nice. Let's see if there's a spare tire. So you have a spare tire, and it looks great. It looks like the original spare tire with a jack. And then you have a Mach 460 stereo. You can tell because it has these big plastic covers that go over the speakers to give you more of a deeper bass. I'm going to show you the passenger side right now, then we'll get inside and I'll show you all the door edges, etc. Got to have the calves like. Did you get them good? Okay. Before we slide into the interior, I wanted to show you the passenger side door edge. So that's very important to look at on these cars. This one still is very solid. There's no Bondo covering rust, etc. Once again, this does have surface rust. You're going to see it on the shock towers along with underneath, but overall a very solid piece. Interior is ridiculous for the mileage. So I'm going to let the camera pan over here. I'll open up that other side and talk more about this beautiful interior. Taking a look at the interior, it is unbelievable for the mileage. Leather is very nice, just minor wear. Center console is very nice. Let me turn this chime off real quick. Headliner shows very well. Steering wheel doesn't really have much wear. Speedometer and all gauges operate as they should. Carpet is very nice, no foul odors, and also your foot pedals. So that's what I would look at for mileage. The pedals do not look like the mileage on the odometer, which is pretty nuts. You do have a tilt column, you have cruise control, e-brake is holding, fog light controls, and the rear seats are very, very clean. Door edge on this side is the same as the passenger side, so it's very nice. I'm going to jump inside it and kind of go over some of the gauges. So seats, the bolsters are still good. When I close the door, you don't have any noise. I do see a little bit of oxidation on the rear view mirror, so it's just starting to delaminate from heat. Lights work. And then the air condition works. We'll do that in the test drive. 5-speed transmission, shifter is very nice. Glove box is nice. We do have the Marty report here. So this is going to showcase that they produced, let's see here. This is one of 741 with the paint and trim codes, and they produced 5,009 with the Cobra package. I thought it was 5,008. Look at that. This has all the information. So you have 2 copies here. We'll leave those right there. Center console is clean. You still have your wheel lock, which is important to have if you're buying a used vehicle. Center section's not broken, so this is not cracked. Crazy. Clock still works. Let's pop the hood real quick and then we'll take it for a test drive. Let's take a look under the hood. So we have a 5-liter that greets us when we open the hood here. You do see minor wear because of the mileage, so there's a little bit of flaking on the Cobra manifold. You have your air cleaner here, that's all factory. There are no modifications on this one. Strut towers do have just surface rust, so take a look at the gallery, you'll see that. And the reason we disclose that is because that's just how we are. Honesty is the best policy for selling classic cars like this. Front fascia looks good, all of our fluids look good. Power steering doesn't make any whining. And it's red, it's deep red. Let's check the engine oil real quick. My favorite part about the valve cover is you've got the Cleveland engine plant, Brook Park, Ohio, Cobra ES. So 1-800-COBRA ES to give them a call if you have any questions. Oil looks good. Alternator looks original, still holding a charge as it should. Let's see, the spark plug wires are Roush wires, so those have been replaced along with the ignition module. Otherwise, a very clean engine bay. Looks like they did the brakes at one point, obviously with the mileage. So this is a good one. If you guys are looking for a turnkey classic car, this is it. I know it's so funny to say classic car because for me, 94 is not classic, but it is. It's over 30 years old. All right, we're gonna take the 94 for a test drive. First thing I wanna do is kind of go over the features here. All your windows work as they should. Watch your arms, Felix. You have working mirrors as well. Driver's side, passenger side works. AC works as well. Blows cold, it could be colder, so we'll probably just shoot it's R134, so we could do 134 in this, but it is cold. Alternator's charging, oil pressure is great. Temperature slowly rising, fuel gauge is working, rear defrost lights up, and then we'll test out the cruise control. Radio sounds amazing. Who is this?
I already forgot.
Kingdom of Darkness. Oh. Osborne. Ozzy Osbourne. Clutch is really easy. Grabs nicely. I don't feel it slipping. We'll test it out when we get further into the journey here. 3rd gear. Rolling into that corner. No issues. We're going to go over some bumps right now. No sounds. It's tight. You're probably hearing there's a seat belt that's touching the plastic back there, but that's really it. You can take it through corners, push it, no issues at all. Brakes are even. Downshifts nicely. And then whenever we have a tunnel, we got to test out the tunnel. So we'll see how it sounds through this tunnel. Lights operate. We'll see if the dash lights operate. Ready? Not bad. No, that's why the lights weren't illuminated. They were turned all the way down. Feels really good. Nice and responsive. That's 4th gear. Braking. 3rd gear, downshift. You can drive this every day and look good doing it. 94, 95 were the only years for this engine layout. So they still had the 5-liter from the Fox body in production. They also had a pace car that they produced 1,000 of in 94. 1st gear, 2nd gear, 3rd gear, 4th, and let's go into 5th and test if it slips. No slippage at all. I'm giving it full throttle. Downshifting into 3rd. Oh, it sounds so good. 2nd gear. We're going to turn on our cruise control and see if that works. So I'm keeping it in 2nd. Going over some bumps here. Cruise control works. Just turned it off. It runs and drives as it should. If you guys have any questions, give us a call, 954-363-2261. We're gonna get you guys some beautiful outside shots right now and let you decide if you wanna put this in your garage. This is a really nice turnkey classic, very fun to drive. Brakes feel good, tires are brand new, wheels look good, paint shows very well. Obviously there's minor paint work, but overall a very nice specimen. We will drive by here and get you some beautiful shots right now. Hooks with the new tires. Wow, that is not bad at all. I like it. I hope you guys enjoyed that test drive. Have a great day.